Yo, what is up guys? It is me, LJP Studios, back with another Morecambe career mode. And if you remember last episode, we started a new season and we have made some pretty decent signings. We made Carlton Morris, our new striker, to replace Sam Gallagher, who wanted to leave the club. We got this little fella, Bernier, really good potential with the departing Besic, and we also got this man, David Brooks. Got to be 100% honest with you guys, not entirely sure why I've got him, but I have him. So yeah, we'll work with it. So we've got a 70 rated on the bench in League One. Yet we both our centre backs are below 70 overall. And not yet, but next season I'll look in getting a new goalkeeper because Brandon Austin's not good enough. I might look to who is it? This guy right here, Loic Leonard. Depending on how he grows, he might be the first choice keeper. But some of you guys may or may not remember, I did actually say I wanted to sign someone, but it's just a case of, can you guys remember who this guy is? It's none of these guys, none of these guys, none of these guys. Fosu Mensah wouldn't be a bad signing, but it's not him. It's not him. No, none of these guys. None of these guys. None of them. None of them. It is this man, Ola Aina. The left back formerly played for Nottingham Forest and Fulham in the Premier League, and I believe Torino in the Serie A. And in a lot of career modes that I do, he's always out of contract. But for me, this is where you're going to retire, hopefully. Unless, well, it depends when you retire, to be honest. But I still want to make maybe one more signing, because I want another centre half to go alongside the man that I'm gonna put at centre back. Not Ola Aina, but he was already at the club. It's Furlong. So yeah, here we go. Ola Aina to Morecambe, and it's a very quick pace rebuild. And I know a lot of you guys may be like, oh, but it's not realistic. Well, it is. All the time you see these kind of players go to League One. I can't really think of any examples, but yeah, this is like your average League One squad. But as I've said time and time again, I just want to make good progress. That's the ultimate aim. As I'm gonna put Diabate on the bench and Brown on the bench as well. So we've definitely made improvements, and there's still improvements I want to make. But yeah, on the whole, the squad's not looking too bad. Obviously, I want to improve that left centre back, and the keeper, and maybe in the future a new pair of midfielders. Although Part Harrison and Morecambe are really good, but yeah, as I'm gonna just, because if he's on a crucial contract role, he's want to play practically every single game in the calendar. So this is a tip for you guys who may not be doing career mode for that long. Make sure you always, when making a new signing, always with that starting position, if you want to keep him, like I want to keep Czech Diabate, make sure he goes down one or two like squad role preferences, because otherwise they're gonna submit a transfer request and they're going to want to leave. But I want to keep Czech Diabate because he's really good. But yeah, Besic, I want him to leave because he did his job, and I don't think he can really do much more. As you may have noticed, this the only player who started as a Morecambe player is my left centre back, and he is the captain, and it is Bijou. As I've actually not got many starting players from Morecambe. I'll tell you the rest of them, as I believe that is Bassett being sold. I can't remember to who. There's MKE Ankaragakkuku. I believe that's a Turkish team, if I had to take a guess. But yeah, this is the man I really wanted to bring in, Matt Seamer. I really wanted to bring this fella in, but he moved to, I believe, Kaiserslautern. Yeah, Kaiserslautern. So it kind of put my my wanting him out the window, as there's still a few good free agents. There are still good free agents, but there's none that I really need, because I really just need a centre back. There's yeah, when like Leonard comes back, and if he's got potential, well, depending on how much he's grown, I'm either gonna sell both keepers or sell Brandon Austin. At the least, Brandon Austin won't be a Morecambe player for much longer. I think this season might be as the last one, as we've got some scouting reports, and this was the other man I wanted to bring in before joining Crystal Palace, Ismail Jacobs. Somehow a free agent. I honestly don't really know how. As Ben Davis, he's 73 rating. He could do a job. Before you say it's not the Tottenham one. But if we do get him, I might look to sell one of the two. As we'll start today's episode off with our best starting 11 against Oxford United, still in League One, and it's a win. Hodgson scores on his debut for the club. Is it his debut? No, it's not. It can't be his debut. But nonetheless, Ewan Hodgson does find himself ending up on the score sheet, and it's a good start to today's episode. We rarely do get a win in the first game. We've got our next game against Barnsley, and then one against Accrington in the cup. I don't know which cup that is, but nonetheless, it is a cup game, as I will rotate the squad a little bit for that game. And it's back-to-back wins in the league. Hodgson with another goal, and I believe Pa Harris got 2. Not that game, but he scored 2 goals. It's the Carabao Cup. Expect rotations to be made. I'm not really too fussed about how we do in these kinds of competitions. So the FA Cup is the main one for me, but I'd still like to go on a bit of a run in the Carabao Cup. So yeah, Dylan Markandale gets his first start of the year back in the 11. Not Morecambe, I wanted McKiernan. And I think what I might look to get in the future is like squad depth, because it's a thin squad lacking in quality in certain parts. So yeah, I might look to bring in some squad depth as well, as Accrington do get the win, and that's absolutely fine by me. We can properly focus on the league, maybe the FA Cup. Depending how it goes. As we've got a few scouting reports, as I didn't mean to click that one. Michael Glover of Stockport. Wouldn't be against bringing him in as a like a backup, but oh my word! Yeah, I don't think I can afford him anytime soon. So yeah, as Ben Davis has unfortunately joined RWD Molenbeek. I've actually done a career mode recommendation a long time ago. I was gonna do one for Clermont Foot because they actually have an interesting rule. I don't know if many of you guys realise this, but they actually, I don't know if they still do it, but there was a period of time where they only got people for free. So I thought that was quite interesting. Forest Green Rovers. It's our first time we don't get a win in the league this season. Last game I played is the Wycombe one, and I'll leave it there. It's Sheffield United putting in a big bid for Part Harris. Still has 23 years old. Might be able to grow a little bit more, but I'm not too sure. As I'm just gonna get rid of some of these. So 2 more games for today, and then I'll leave it there. Because Charlton is one of them. And it's another point. And last game of the episode is Wycombe, still undefeated in the league, 4th place. Team that Akin Fenway used to play for. And I'm going to make a few changes to the squad for the game, and I'm going to put a Linger out wide. I think that'll be it. Hoping to get back to winning ways. And we do. Carlton Morris. I was debating whether or not keeping him on, but I made the right decision, and he scores the only goal of the match. So one last thing before today's episode ends, I'm just going to check the contract situation is. Furlong, I don't think he's retiring, is he? No. Jake Taylor and Joel Senior all have expiring contracts. As I don't understand why Jake Taylor thinks he's so important. But I want to get rid of that because he's not an important player. Behind Maghoma, Part Harris, McKiernan, he's 4th choice. So he's sporadic at most. I did want to bring in Ronnie Edwards from Peterborough, but he's at Fulham, which is a bit annoying. But then Tyler Binden is also too important for the club. And as some of you guys may or may not know, they're my two go-to signings, if you will. Is Tyler Binden still too important to leave? I have that suspicion he is. They don't have enough depth. Alright, let's have a look. Who are Reading centre backs? So I won't believe this if there's only him and one other player. Right. They've got 3 keepers. They've got 1 right back. They've got a centre back. How's Harley Dean not retiring? Got a left back, a centre back. It wouldn't be the end of the world because they've still got Harley Dean and Amadou Mbenge. So it actually wouldn't be the end of the world for them. Because they've got Femi Aziz, Kamara. So I believe, apart from this guy, they've got no one new. Which is honestly quite surprising. So I might look to bring in one of these 2 lads as a backup striker. Wouldn't be against doing that in all honesty. As I like doing this, I like going to some teams in the same league but getting their, let's just say, worse players and then bringing them across as backups. I would recommend that you guys do this as well because it is actually a good strategy. Kelvin Abrifa could be alright, as could one of these 2. If you wonder how I know so much about Reading, I'm a bit of a fan. But I'm going to scout these 2 as well because I know Joel Pereira is their starting keeper. Is David Button still going? He is. Is he still at Reading? Oh my god, he is. Wow. Well, I was not expecting that. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, make sure you like and subscribe. And comment down below what you want to see in the future. And all of that kind of stuff. As I'm just going to quickly look. Is there anyone good that's alone listed? I don't think there is. Probably not. There never normally is like one out and out star player that you can get for loan. No, that's not. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, make sure you like and subscribe if you're new or if you haven't already. And I'll see you for another video where hopefully we'll make 1 or 2 more signings that we'll definitely need for our squad depth. Adios!